Hi, I'm Susan.
And I'm Mariette.
And today we're going to be making soup.
Yes! We're doing a watercress soup in honor of spring.
Oh, exciting. Okay, what goes in it?
Okay, so first of all, you want to make sure, you want to use a heavy bottomed pot. And you want to make sure it's warm or hot. I do this over sort of medium low heat. Add a little bit of olive oil. And then you add some chopped leeks.
Okay.
Like that.
And if leeks aren't available, can you use onions?
Yeah. Yeah. You use onions. Shallots might be a little bit mild, but you could. And you just want to saute this until it's translucent and just starting to turn color.
Okay.
So it's about a minute or so.
It smells amazing.
So then we're going to add some garlic.
Okay.
Now you don't need to chop this very fine because we're going to be pureeing the soup.
Alright.
So all of these ingredients can be just sort of chunk chopped. And you just want to saute that until you get a little bit of that garlic smell starting to happen.
Yeah.
Again, because you don't want it to burn. And you add a little bit of thyme. I'm using dried thyme here.
Okay.
Because it's a soup. You can also use fresh thyme. So then you add some diced potatoes.
Can you use any type of potato you want?
No, actually.
Okay.
You want to use it's any kind except for the red potatoes. It's like the red because they're waxy. So
yeah.
Red potatoes are like that, and then there's a few other varieties that are waxy and don't break down when you cook them.
Okay.
So any of the potatoes that you would use for mashing.
Okay.
So now after you've just coated the potatoes, you add water.
If you wanted to add chicken stock or vegetable stock, can you?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you add just enough to cover, pretty much. So now you want to bring this to a boil and cook it until the potatoes are done. So that takes about 25 minutes.
Okay.
And I usually do that covered so that the water doesn't boil off. And we've got some potatoes that are done back there, so we're going to go ahead and pull those forward. So now we're going to add the watercress.
If you didn't want to use watercress, can you use a different green?
Yeah. You can use there's a land cress that you find in stores sometimes called upland cress.
Okay.
You can use. I sometimes use radish tops.
Okay.
Sorrel. Just stir it. Now watercress and a lot of these other types of greens I just mentioned cook really fast.
Yeah.
So you only do this, you only let it sort of cook for like 30 seconds to a minute. You're going to puree it, so that's going to break down the cellulose structure of the plant anyway. So if you cook it too long, it turns like a yellow brownish color and just looks gross.
Okay.
So that's not very sorry. Okay, so that's about ready.
Okay.
I'm gonna puree first, and then I'm gonna season it to taste. So I've got an immersion blender here. If you don't have an immersion or wand blender, you can also put this in a standing blender and puree it that way. You might have to do it in batches.
Yeah, I was gonna say that batches.
And just be a little careful.
Yeah, be careful because with the normal blenders, hot liquids can be a problem.
Let's go! It's messy, but it works.
Okay.
Alright, so now we're going to add salt and pepper. You can add either white or black pepper to this. I find white pepper is really nice in it because it has a mellower flavor.
Yeah.
Alright, so I have scooped that up. I have some tasting spoons right here. Oh, and then we've also got some lemon juice. Forgot about that. And you add that in. And that just gives it like a bright pew at the end. That's
so right at the end.
Really nice.
And I love green soups because they really are nourishing and cleansing. And I think that, it's always delicious to have soup.
There you go. Just give us a couple. Thank you, madam. They just look so pretty.
It's very pretty, yeah.
Now this, because we didn't use any stock in here, if you wanted to have this as a meal with some protein, you could add some white beans to it, or after it's been pureed and cooked. Or at this point, you could also add some chicken, or some sausage, like a chicken sausage, and that would give you a complete. Anyway, thanks.
Oh, that's really good. That's really good.
This is one of my favorites. So thanks for joining us. We hope that this has inspired you to try making some nice, easy green soups.
Yeah, please tune into our YouTube channel every Wednesday for new episodes, and go to our website for all the recipes. Thanks.
I'll see you next week.